through my headphones?
Yes, Matt. Tom Brady is softer than Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's unfortunate that Matt's not here right now, but he will be here soon.
He will be here for the special edition of Beyond Question.
Yeah.
The summer edition. Sorry, Tom.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, because we don't have any packs today because Tim wasn't able to go out to the store.
Yeah, so fire me if you want. Hey, Kyle. Why don't you, if you have something cool to show us, why don't you bring it in and sit down and tell us on the mic?
Yeah.
That way we can actually hear you. We don't have to.
And hopefully you won't be trying to talk through your meatball sub.
Your DeBella's meatball sub. Is that DeBella's sub or is that?
No, that's Papa Joe's.
I was going to say Papa Joe's.
Good. Yeah,
I almost
Papa
said
Joe's
Grandpa Joe's, but I knew that wasn't right. So, on today's episode of Beyond Question, Tom, you're the only one from Beyond Question that's here right now. Matt's not here yet. Tell Mike, Kyle, and I what Beyond Question really is before we get into that.
All right. So Beyond Question is essentially a sports talk argument show.
Okay.
Where basically Matt and I try to talk, reason out as to what our arguments are over certain aspects of sports.
Okay.
We tend to agree more than we should on an argument show, but there's enough stuff that, Beyond Question is the reason we even have that hot button where we're talking about Tom Brady is softer than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right.
Because I actually said that on one of the on air, and Matt got completely ticked off by it, and oh goodness, that was fun.
And now the hot button has been born.
Yep.
We still need to update that hot button sheet, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
So, we're not going to talk about sports until Matt gets here because he wants to talk about the Cavaliers. And he wants to talk about Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
I figured that might be the option he was going for.
Yeah, we're gonna wait until he gets here for that because we're probably gonna be going for the full hour on that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, how safe do you three feel on fair rides? On a scale of 1 to 10, not because you were still chewing, so that's why I turned your mic off. But thank you for telling me. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very safe and 1 being I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
How safe do you guys feel on those types of rides? Carnival ride. We're not talking about Cedar Point.
For me, I don't go on rides, period.
Depends on the ride.
Yeah, I'm not really a rides person at all. When I go to the fair, I generally go for the fair food.
It's just a waste of money.
Go
to the rides, but fair food games, they're okay, but the rides are just a waste because they're only a minute and a half, probably not even that.
My money feels at 0 out of 10.
Okay.
Safety.
Okay. Because
the safety itself, it would depend on the ride.
Okay.
I don't know which ride malfunctioned.
And new roller coasters, I don't trust one bit. The very new roller coasters, the build stuff.
The idea was
trust
fair
those.
rides. So
we're on the conversation's on fair rides. So Kyle, we're not.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
I'll say on fair rides, I'm generally okay. A Ferris wheel is fine, but
I love Ferris wheels.
Although I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of heights. So
me neither.
I felt on Ferris wheel.
I used to be deathly afraid of roller coasters until my my church group dragged me on Millennium Force. What a great roller coaster for your first one ever.
Oh my.
No, but
Did they bribe you some food?
No, I actually survived and I enjoyed it.
Well, you survived because you're obviously here talking about it.
Well, okay, so let's shift gears. Cedar Point. Yeah. Do you feel safer or less safe at a fair compared to Cedar Point?
I would feel safer at a fair than Cedar Point.
Really?
Okay. I'd feel safer at Cedar Point.
Okay. What about you, Tom?
But not much.
I think I would feel safer mainly at a fair until you start taking in the whole aspect of at places like a Cedar Point, they have to have somebody who works on every malfunction. Or anytime there's something there's this little buckle here or something like that.
Okay.
They fix that immediately.
Right.
You don't seem to get that at a fair.
The reason why I say a fair, I prefer the fair over Cedar Point and stuff like that, is because they're smaller rides and not as big as
sure.
That's
Cedar Point
what I would think.
where they have to fix every single detail that goes around. The fair ones are actually easier to fix. Some of them can't be fixed, but some of them can be fixed.
Yeah, like God forbid something on Millennium Force.
Millennium Falcon.
And you're stuck there for a couple hours at least.
Yeah. So it's like God forbid something happens on Top Thrill Dragster or Millennium Force or any of the other giant roller coasters they have at Cedar Point.
I've actually been on Top Thrill Dragster when it didn't make it up all the way, and when we had to go back down and then get shot up again.
What amusement park has the Superman ride?
Isn't that like a Six Flags Great America or something?
Because I remember one time somebody got stuck on that ride going up the thing, and it wouldn't come back down. It just got stuck up there.
Ooh, yeah, stuff like that is.
I would not want to be like that. I don't want to be upside down at any point in time.
To think of
upside down, that would be the worst
stuff
position
that's upside
ever.
Down, yeah, like stuff that's upside down, and then it gets stuck there is like.
That's the worst.
You would think.
Because all your
at least
because all the blood's
going
to your going to your brain
there's blood going to your brain, but also
and it's bad
like what
for
happens if you like say in everybody but Mike's case.
Six Flags America.
Superman.
We wear glasses. And
yes.
If you're upside down and all of a sudden, you no longer have glasses.
Don't your glasses fall off though during roller coasters though?
Mine never did.
Yeah. Oh. And one of the other precautions I
lost mine
because I haven't done many roller coasters, but one of the precautions I do is I always take my glasses out. No, I take my glasses off. Just to be sure. And it also helps that the entire ground is now extremely fuzzy and I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, I accidentally almost lost my glasses. My glasses were thrown from my face down in the little area where your
like
feet
ravine,
go. On Thunder Mountain in California. We're going on a turn, and all of a sudden, everyone knows how Thunder Mountain is, how it's really rickety and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we hit one of those bumps in the thing, and also my glasses throw forward, and I almost lost them out of the cart.
Oh yeah, that's
and I can't see without my glasses either.
And then aside from stuff like glasses falling out, you could also have stuff like a phone or a wallet.
I don't get
that gets. Yeah.
I don't get how people can hold their phone while they're film them while they're on the roller coaster. Like, how the hell do you do this? How the hell do you actually hold on to your phone when you're going up and so fast? I don't get it.
Oh, you could try to hold on to it.
I don't get it.
You can succeed in holding it.
People have done it. I don't get. I don't get why you want to do that.
Yeah.
Because if it's a $500 phone, why especially if you have
look at this new iPhone 7 I got and I'm trying to shoot selfies with. Yeah. Oh, it just fell out of my hand.
What?
This is one of them you never logged that you took from me.
Sometimes they actually have like a GoPro thing on the roller coaster itself.
Yeah.
And you put your phone attached to it and then you film it yourself.
that would be a good idea.
Or a GoPro in general would be kind of cool. You wear it and you're screaming and yelling and stuff. You're going on the hill and that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that idea. So this was obviously leading up to something that's currently in the news.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was horrible. So did they actually die or no?
One died.
One died. Oh,
one passed. Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
As far as I know, I haven't seen any updates. But in case there's somebody who's listening who has no idea what we're talking about right now, there was an accident at the Ohio State Fairgrounds, Columbus, I'm assuming. I didn't see the city.
Yeah.
That area where one of the, what do you want to call it, though?
I don't know.
I was looking at shots. It looked like it might have been a Ferris wheel.
No, it was. I can describe it if it was like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Was it a roller coaster?
It was one of those. I know that's really sad of me to say, but it was one of those rides where you. Well, Cedar Point has one of them where you have. It's a big circle. Let's say this is the golf ball is the ride. Okay. Not only do you go up,
the Space Needle.
You spin around.
The Space Needle?
It spins you around, and it goes back and forth. No, it's not the Space Needle. Okay. You come back around, come back down. It keeps going for
Okay.
Oh, the
15
swing.
revolutions.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Was
I
it
know
a
what you're
swing?
talking about.
yeah, like a swing type thing.
Okay.
And what happened
But
was
In roller coaster
but you're on
tycoon
like
terms, that's the
but you're on like a
revolution.
rope, right?
that's what.
The revolution. And
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank
I know
you.
what it is.
Are you on like a rope?
Wow, that's a
It's
pretty
not a rope,
serious ride.
No,
I don't
but-
usually
like a-
see those at
like a-
fairs.
Yeah, so
a pendulum.
I wouldn't trust that.
For an obvious reason.
they actually had a video come out
yeah.
from
it was 7
the
seconds.
scene,
It was 7 seconds, but nothing really
like
showed.
how it broke. It just snapped off. That's basically
Oh,
what happened.
wow.
Yeah,
It
that,
went.
Like,
that's
in-
why I wouldn't trust it at a fair. You need to really reinforce those things. That should be a permanent fixture.
You know my favorite ride at a fair is? Not the Ferris wheel, but those swings. The swings that go around.
No, I'm sorry.
What were you thinking of?
No, I really had to refrain myself from saying your mom. I'm sorry.
What? What?
No, I was
What
what's
does
the
that
best
have to
ride
do with
at-
anything?
No, what's the best ride at a fair? Your mom. Ta-da!
Fired.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it made sense. It just
To you guys it did, but
Yeah, it was like meow, right over Kyle's head. Tim still fired me for it, so
Yes, I did fire you
I
for
mean,
it.
so want
probably should
hey,
have.
Tim,
Yeah, I should've been
I'm not
fired
related
for
to
it.
the subject, but do you want to hear something funny that I heard today on when I was at
After
Cougar
we
this morning?
finish,
Yeah,
after we
talk about
finish this
yeah.
segment,
All right.
I'm locking geocaching trackables as we do this. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, so like I said, it looked like the ride snapped in half, which is why we talked about how safe you guys feel at the
Yeah.
beginning of the conversation that we're
Oh,
having.
yeah, seeing that at a fair too.
Why would
Yeah.
you have that at a fair in
Yeah.
the first place?
What?
Why would you have that kind of ride at the fair in the first place? It
That's
was
a
right
good
at the,
question.
I think that's probably more as an attraction, like because it seems like it was a large
The sign must
type
have
of
said,
thing.
"Enter at your own
So-
risk." It should have said it if it didn't say it.
Mm,
Enter at your own
Other
risk.
rides, you got your the thing that goes in a loop that I don't really ride anyway.
But one
That
thing I
could be like a
hate is those.
5. I don't
Hey,
trust
Mike,
that one.
those rides. You might. You know that ride. I'm like you're in a cage and you go upside down and stuff. That's a worse ride too. To be in.
I would.
That
not
I would
wanna be
not
in
trust that in one bit.
On the other hand, the Texas Twister, which looks incredibly dangerous,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like an 8.
Oh,
I feel safe on it because I know the science behind it.
okay.
It's, yeah.
Speaking
Oh,
of
you know what it looks like,
science,
the
we'll
scrambler, like,
save
almost?
that for another conversation too.
Michael's like the scrambler almost.
No, it's the thing where you stand up and then it spins you and then it turns you sideways.
Oh,
Okay, I think I've
yeah,
seen those.
that-
oh, it looks like a UFO.
those are fun.
That thing. Yeah,
'cause I've seen those at
I would feel
fairs
safe
before.
with that. Yeah, I would feel safe with that.
I don't think I don't think I've actually ridden one of those before.
The Scrambler, I think, is very safe.
Yeah, Scrambler's fun, especially,
No,
Scrambler's the
never-
best.
especially when you have eaten something. No.
Never
No,
ever,
not at all.
never
I mean,
ever,
It has no effect on you whether you're eating
Hey, Mike.
something or not. So
Yeah.
Mike, never ever eat before you go on Space Mountain, ever. It's the
I'll
worst.
trust
You,
that.
you have learned from personal experience.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll trust.
I had
that
a
one,
massive
but-
headache and I threw up way too much right after the
Oh
ride.
dear.
Thanks for sharing, Kyle.
Sorry.
With the darkness in there and stuff, I could see that.
And
I'm
there are all the
making
lights
one
and stuff
vomit
going
quite
in your
easily.
face and stuff. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
just-
let me ask you guys this. We're going to jump away from fairs and talk about amusement parks in
oh
general
wait,
now.
one more thing about
Okay.
the fairs. Is it Lake
Okay,
County
go ahead.
Fairs in town until Sunday?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
the Lake County Fairgrounds one. Yeah.
I'll be there Saturday. I was supposed to go last night, but we got furniture and so we didn't get to go.
So, how
Taste
many
biscuit.
amusement parks have you three been to?
Cedar
I
Point.
see.
That's it?
I've been to Cedar Point. I went to Geauga Lake when it still existed.
Okay,
Disney World a
nice.
couple times when I was real little. I haven't been to an amusement park in a long time. Oh, does SeaWorld count?
Sure.
Yeah, when that was
Okay.
still here, I went.
Yeah,
there.
I think I've actually been to a SeaWorld before, but I didn't like. It was like
I
when I
love
was like
SeaWorld. I
really
miss
young.
that.
It was in Maryland.
Well,
Uh,
I
I've been.
don't even remember going to it. That's because I just like it was like, oh wait.
I've
SeaWorld?
been to
Wait,
probably
okay,
more
yeah.
amusement parks than both you guys.
Well, yeah, that's because you're a California boy.
I've been to Knott's Berry Farm in California, Disneyland. I've been to what's the other one besides Disneyland? That's one California something California some I can't remember what it is.
California
Adventure,
or
yeah.
some shit.
Been to that one. Cedar Point. I've been to SeaWorld and Jog Lake and Six Flags.
Okay.
I think there's one more, but I can't remember what it was.
You guys ready to be jealous?
Oh, you've been to more?
Been to Cedar Point, Geauga Lake, SeaWorld, SeaWorld again in Florida, Disney 13 times in Florida.
Damn.
Okay. Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia.
Okay.
I've never been to Universal Studios. I want to go, but it's pricey.
I have not been to Universal Studios since they added the Harry Potter stuff.
Oh,
okay.
that's gonna be like your. The
Heck, I haven't been to
best
Florida
seller,
since
too.
they added the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna
Actually,
be-
I have, but we weren't in Orlando. We were in
Right.
Fort Myers.
One of my favorite rides at Disneyland is actually that Pirates of the Caribbean ride and stuff, and Indiana Jones stuff. They add on every time the movie comes out for Pirates of the Caribbean. They add out they add some sort of stuff into the ride. which is
I
kinda
saw
cool.
that ride before there were movies in its original form.
Yeah, I saw
I'll
it too. I've been
just-
to that one too. What?
Another one that you never took, the log that you took from me.
I took a lot of
Uh-oh.
things I didn't log.
I
I didn't know how
Fire.
to log
I'll
on
just
time.
say this about my brain. Every single time we keep talking about rides, I have to keep refraining myself from saying your mom. That's. I just have
Once you ride your mom, and the conversation will be over.
Please note the last person who said for me to do that, he got dissed royally by me at
that me?
Speedway. Actually,
Oh.
I've never seen him in there since. He was threatening to beat me up. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that went.
Oh,
with it.
the guy that I tried.
Tried to buy beer after hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, that guy.
We'll stop there in case you get in trouble with Speedway.
Yeah.
We don't want you to get in trouble with Speedway.
Yeah, I know.
That would not be fun.
Nope.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to work at Amazon, but
Yeah.
$12 an hour.
Mm.
For just packaging and moving boxes.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I could do that, but just trying to
What
get
are
a
the
hold of the
hours
place
they
is a
want
problem.
Yeah, but
What?
What are the hours that they want there?
I don't know.
Oh.
The thing doesn't even tell you what the days and hours would be. It just tells you the description of the job.
Because that sounds like a really fun.
You get
job
like
for me,
discounts and
but-
stuff. You get like a bar scanner and all that crap and a cell phone and all that stuff. But the thing is, I had to get a hold of get a hold of the company in Euclid first before I could do anything. But I can't get a hold of them right now because nobody was answering their phone. I called them like 3 times.
Oh, well, that just
And
sounds
they
like
should
a
be
pain in the
open.
butt.
I mean, it's like what like almost 12 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, or whatever. So
Kyle, it's all your fault.
I'm just checking time to see because that clock in here is wrong.
yeah, that clock
so-
has always been wrong.
Yeah, it's probably dying.
Yeah,
It's 11:57.
11:56,
Okay.
Yeah, 57, something like that.
Yeah, Bossman should be here in a couple
Shortly.
of minutes, and then
Oh, Tim, that green pig is actually
a cash container.
Yeah, cash container.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, should
Yeah.
we talk about baseball?
Oh, we should fit that in real quick.
Yes, we should.
Hallie.
Hello.
I was like,
Hallie,
"Why
come here.
Work,
Well-
schmirk.
Hold on one second. But how have you been?
I'm great. How you been?
Good. You ready for fall to start?
Oh yeah, yeah. Kyle, I actually saw you at the
Did you really?
Yeah, I saw you in the pit, but you were too far away to say hi.
I was where?
You were in one of the pits. I don't remember which one.
The amphitheater or?
By the main stages.
That's amphitheater.
We're talking to Hallie, the public relations director, but she's not
yeah.
on mic at the moment.
What band was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I did see you for a second. I'm like,
Yeah, you should have said something. You
I
should
know.
have yelled at the megaphone.
Oh, real quick question before you run out. Do you not check your Facebook anymore? At least your Facebook Messenger?
I have so many messages coming in right now, so I.
Okay, I'm just
if you're
making sure.
messaging me on there, I'm probably missing it.
I got to meet.
So I'll just text you then. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to meet the Plain White Tees.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're autographed
They
too.
were great. All right.
It was weird seeing a random blue shadow coming into the background of the shot that we're
It's a Smurf.
doing. So
I'll see.
she's derailed our show. Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
Bye,
that's fine.
Hallie. We'll catch you later.
But now time to re-rail it? Sure.
Yes. Hey, Kyle.
Yes.
How are the Angels doing this week?
Like I care. I don't follow them this season.
Of course you
Well, I
don't.
do follow
they
them.
lost to the Indians.
No, wait a second. Hold
I
on.
do
Wait.
follow them. I just
wait.
don't.
Wait a second.
You know, because they're always in like third place.
This is a breaking news story. If the team is not in first place, Kyle doesn't care.
Yeah.
Prime
I might
definition of a...
Bandwagon fan.
Thank you. Wait. Correct! Plankton agrees.
There we go.
What was that? I heard that. What was that?
Correct!
I heard that, but
Correct!
what was it?
Correct! Correct! Correct!
Okay, stop playing now.
Correct!
Yes,
Is
Matt.
that
Yes,
like-
Matt.
Correct.
Do we feel in charge?
I mean, I like them whether they lose, win or lose, but the Dodgers are
That's not what you just
on
said.
fire. Well, I'm sorry. Dodgers are on fire. I mean, like, they are literally on fire. I mean, besides Kershaw
Yes,
getting
they're
hurt
literally
with
on
back,
fire.
with back
Clayton Kershaw
spasms,
just dipped himself in gasoline. I
don't know why, but it seems like every single like time this year, not this year, but like, at a point in the season, like this time last year, Kershaw got hurt, I think, before too, and it's really it really bugs the crap out of me for the fact that he's a good pitcher, but how the heck does he get back pain?
he's
from
a hell of a
doing all
pitcher.
that for pitching it like mostly half the season already. The season's almost. I think it's almost. Well, no, it's got like a couple more
You
months.
didn't know they switched bodies with Steven Strasburg?
But
Steven Strasburg, who can't finish.
I
Yes,
gotta know-
Kyle. Clayton Kershaw is softer than Cristiano Ronaldo.
I just got an update earlier this morning, that Kershaw's timeable return is untimeable because they don't have a time for him to turn yet, which sucks because it said 4 to 6 weeks, which he should be
So
back.
his timetable is no timetable.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have timetable, but he should be back in like 4 to 6 weeks.
That's good enough. I mean,
Be
well,
back in time.
let's be fair.
I mean, he's already 15-2, so
I mean, let's be fair. The Dodgers, like in the case of like losing even such a great pitcher as Clayton Kershaw,
they're still winning games.
he pitches once every 5 days.
Yeah, that is true.
So you still have to have the offense
so-
for
so-
that.
so-
And what have you.
So you're thinking like this year, every 5 days, so give or take like maybe like 4 or 5 rotation, 6
Yeah,
rotation
4 or 5
turns.
starts for Kershaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad. Plus, it wasn't a tear or anything like that. It was just a back spasms.
My mother is asking what she's supposed to do with her computer.
Throw it out the window.
That's what I told her last night.
And if you don't like it, throw it out the window.
But so anyway, the Angels versus the Indians. I actually heard this one. I think it was on ESPN. Actually, it might have been during the game last night. That Edwin Encarnacion and the Cleveland Indians had an MLB first. It was the first time in MLB history that a team had 2 grand slams in one game, and one of them
Was a walk-off.
was a
Grand Slam.
walk-off.
That
was the first time
Yeah,
that ever happened.
They had 2 grand slams in that game.
Against your precious
2
Angels.
Grand slams.
But the pitching is horrible. They don't have a solid good pitcher at all.
Or we just have really
They
good
used to,
bats.
but they got rid of him.
See, not even Mike Trout can save your precious Angels.
Throw Mike Trout in as a
But
pitcher.
yeah, Mike Trout still wins
Yeah.
MVP at the end of the season.
Throw in Mike Trout as a pitcher, see what
Yeah,
happens.
Mike Trout will win MVP because he's on a 50% winning team. Does that mean that
If he was on a 50% winning team, they'd have a chance to make the playoffs.
in the AL maybe, yeah. No, actually no. No, a 50-50 like a 50 like an A2 and A2 team. Or not A2 A1 A1.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. My math is impeccable. On an 81 and 81 team, like transferring that to basketball with a 41 and 41 team.
That was about your math skills.
Yeah. So like translating it to basketball, that would have made the playoffs in the Eastern Conference of
Right.
the NBA. But seeing as there's only 5 spots in the MLB playoffs per division,
Mm-hmm.
it hurts the idea that there's a 81 win team making the playoffs. If it happens, that would how would MLB react?
Don't know.
Because I don't see that doing well in terms of like MLB history.
Sorry, I'm checking something
But-
real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
I don't see how that would be a very good thing for MLB.
Yeah.
But yeah,
See,
but
like
yeah,
that.
But yeah,
there's
Mike
like
Trout's
a-
won MVP. Last 2 years or whatever it was. I think. Yeah, he
Yeah.
won.
Yeah, and did the Angels have a winning record each
No.
year? I
Which
think
is
that
weird-
I think that
which is
just proves
weird.
a West Coast bias, doesn't it?
Kyle doesn't have any West Coast bias. What are you
no,
talking
I'm-
about?
Mike-
I'm
Mike-
talking ESPN.
And Mike Trout's been doing good ever since his
West Coast
injury to his
bias.
thumb.
I'm talking about ESPN's West Coast bias. They have an East Coast bias because they always go for the Red Sox and Yankees games. Apparently, it's almost like ESPN is to Red Sox Yankees games as NBC is to the NFC East games for football. They always show any NFC East game. What's up, boss?
All right, we're gonna end this
Yeah,
segment.
we're gonna end this segment real quick
And
and
then-
start back up.
Bossman, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, that reminds me. One last thing before we get rolling.
Yes, Matt, Tom Brady is softer than Cristiano Ronaldo.
And the one other thing I wanted to add
Yeah.
is one of the things that we always do to end the typical show
And that is
is
Beyond question.
and that is beyond question. However, I want to say the Indians so far are better than the Angels, and gentlemen, that is beyond question.
yes.